Central Vietnam, relentless rains have unleashed widespread flooding across the region. Overwhelming rivers, swallowing streets, and cutting off entire communities. From coastal towns to remote highlands, the scale of destruction has stretched far beyond what local authorities expected. Fields, markets, and low-lying neighborhoods disappeared under fast-moving water as drainage systems failed. Boats replaced motorbikes on streets normally crowded with commuters, and emergency crews moved from block to block searching for people stranded in upper floors. Meteorological stations across multiple provinces recorded extraordinary rainfall totals, with some areas receiving several times their normal monthly levels in only a few days. This surge in water triggered landslides in steep mountain districts, burying road sections and blocking access to entire valleys. Homes across central provinces suffered heavy damage as floodwaters swept through living spaces, destroying furniture, appliances, and essential wiring. In many towns, water reached rooftops, forcing hurried evacuations and leaving entire blocks uninhabitable until long cleanup operations are completed. Thousands of houses remain waterlogged, their walls soaked and foundations weakened by continuous flooding. Families who returned after the water receded found mud-filled rooms, broken windows, and severe structural issues that will require major repairs. Transport infrastructure has been hit hard. National highways and provincial roads were submerged or torn apart by landslides, halting commercial traffic. Key railway lines were blocked by debris or damaged tracks, stranding passengers and disrupting regional supply chains. Bridges connecting rural districts to urban centers suffered erosion around their pillars, raising long-term safety concerns. Repair crews have been deployed, but access to damaged areas remains difficult due to unstable slopes and persistent rain in some regions. Agriculture, the backbone of many of the affected provinces, endured significant losses. Tens of thousands of hectares of rice fields, vegetable farms, and fruit orchards were inundated, wiping out crops at critical stages. Farmers who depend on seasonal harvests now face months of recovery. Livestock farms and aquaculture sites were also overwhelmed. Pens, fish ponds, and feed storage facilities were engulfed by rising water, causing widespread losses and leaving many farmers without the resources they need to restart production. Electricity networks, already strained by the storm conditions, suffered extensive outages. Fallen trees and landslides snapped power lines, and some substations were temporarily shut down as a precaution. Many neighborhoods operated on backup generators until restoration teams gained access. Water systems faced contamination risks as floodwaters mixed with sewage, debris, and runoff from agricultural zones. Local authorities issued safety warnings and deployed water treatment teams while distributing bottled water to vulnerable communities. Markets, shops, and small businesses across the region experienced severe disruptions. Flooded storefronts, ruined merchandise, and transport delays forced temporary closures. Even in areas where water levels dropped, cleanup requirements slowed economic activity to a near standstill. Industrial zones near the coast reported machinery damage and supply shortages after surrounding roads became impassable. Several factories paused production while they assessed damage and waited for logistics routes to reopen. Early economic estimates from local agencies suggest financial losses in the low hundreds of millions of dollars, including damage to crops, infrastructure, equipment, and household property. Officials caution that the figure may rise as more remote districts become reachable. Relief operations were launched across the affected provinces, with military units, local rescue teams, and volunteers coordinating efforts. Boats, high-clearance vehicles, and helicopters delivered supplies to isolated communities, while engineers worked to clear blocked roads. Temporary shelters offered food, clean water, and medical assistance to families forced to leave their homes. Community centers and schools were converted into aid hubs, where residents could gather essential items and access emergency services. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.